Fantasy meets Circus, Sirius Bacon, Raddagher comes out as a Karen, and we play Two Truths and a Lie with one of your new favorite authors. That's just some of what's coming up this week on SCP Weekly.
This is gonna get weird, isn't it?
Welcome, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I'm Cassie.
I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Nolan with a K. And this is SCP Weekly.
Let's roll right into the on-site news. The International Hub's Mighty Lore and Aesthetics contest has wrapped, and the winners are being announced. If you're not familiar with the contest, that's okay. It's International Hub. Not a lot of people are. The constraints of the contest were an aesthetic prompt and a lore prompt that were assigned by a random roll of the dice. There were 50 aesthetic categories, including abstract, mushroom core, myth punk, and old web, and 125 lore categories, including some directly from the International Hub, like the Cuban Ministry of Anomalies and Das Wunderkabinet, and some more familiar from the main site like Broken Masquerade, Ambrose Restaurants, and Wilson's Wildlife Solutions. Each author or team then wrote an article based on the lore and aesthetics they rolled. Some entries include a fantasy/meet circus tale by Synth Panda and Prime Girl called Moral of the Story, and a Byzantine/Cult of the Great Green God tale by Guare, Uncle Nicolini, and Ariadne's Thread called The Virtue of Resilience. Altogether, there were 53 entries. You'll find most of these articles written in their native language. 33 have either been written in or translated to English.
As some of you may know, RemixCon is currently going on the SCP Wiki. Authors were able to remix old SCPs they thought might have missed the mark, or perhaps an old favorite they wanted to pay tribute to. Bringing SCPs into a new canon, or looking at them through the eyes of a group of interest, any interpretation is valid. RemixCon has produced 90 entries for the contest. 47 of them are reimaginings of fan favorites, such as Star Signals, The Hanged King's Tragedy, Moon Champion, and SD Lock's Proposal When Day Breaks. Posting closed on September 3rd, and the results will be decided on September 11th, just after midnight. Check the show notes for links for the contest pages, and go vote for your favorites to see them win. Now we'll hand it off to Cassie for new skip numbers for the last 2 weeks.
We had 80 new skips in the last 2 weeks, and only one of them had over 100 upvotes. SCP-7918, Ronald Reagan dies of acquired immunodeficiency syndrome-related complications by Long Arm Larry. There is a content warning on that one, by the way.
Any over 50?
9. There are 37 new tales, none over 100 upvotes, and one over 50. She's worth it, I promise, by Love Marginal, plus 87. Bonus, it comes with a recipe for a strawberry shake. Artist Spotlight, Mr. Fig's SCP Lego Diorama. Madeline von Schaefer by Love Marginal. Red Reality, a depiction of SCP 3001 by Capella.
Are we gonna get those on the socials?
Probably. Look, you opening with Fantasy Meet Circus and your big voice and your big radio reading stuff voice fucking killed me. I'm so glad I was on mute. By the way, just saying. Good lord. It was, where do you hear it? Fantasy Meet Circus? Oh my god. Let's head back to Nolan as we go down the Deepwell.
The SCP multiverse is vast and full of danger. It shouldn't be surprising to hear that the foundations of alternate universes contact one another regarding these dangerous anomalies that appear across realities. This segment of the show is dedicated to make our listeners aware of these threats, so that you can be prepared for what's out there. These are
Tales from the Deepwell.
Item number SCP. Object class Keter. Special containment procedures. SCP needs to be capped in a 3 meter by 3 meter by 3 meter lead cube with 20 centimeter thick walls. No humans are allowed in its cell, and maintenance of the cell with the search for any cracks in the cell is mandatory. Description: SCP is a box contained in Site-19. Its dimensions are 70 centimeters by 30 centimeters by 20 centimeters. It is resistant to any form of attack. Even if it loses a piece, it will grow the piece back in one day. It was seemingly sent from an online marketing company. The weird thing about it is that it doesn't have a logo, a sender's address, or a receiver's address. It randomly appears outside people's doors. The object emits high levels of radiation that only affects humans. It also sucks in any human within a 1 meter radius of it and spits the object that the human who it destroyed liked the most.
On that note, I think it's best we take a quick break before heading towards our off-site updates. Now, a word from our sponsor.
Thanks to our sponsor, Dotto's Discreet Banana Radiation Kill You Pill. Yes, this medicine, not so much medicine as much as it is pill to make banana and also kill you. Very effective treatment for ailment that is life. Thanks, Dotto, for the generous patronage, and please, for the love of God, stop sending us products.
God, I love it so much.
Nolan, what's going on in the world of SCP YouTube?
Sherm and Raddagher are playing Escape from SCP-3008, an SCP tabletop RPG adventure, along with Tash from Find Us Alive and Kyle Stover, DJ Skip from Foundation After Midnight. Their characters, Cletus, Karen, Martha, and Stanley, respectively, become trapped in SCP-3008, the Infinite IKEA, and must try to survive and escape. The series is available on Sherm's YouTube channel, Site42. Do we have the Raddagher is Karen clip queued up?
Yes, I do.
Karen, soccer mom, potential bad tipper, and the finder of managers. She has an uncanny ability to pick out the most important person in the room and is able to gently demand of them that they give her what she is due as a loyal customer, or at least what she perceives she is due.
Yep.
So Karen decided she would take her minivan down to the local IKEA store and try to convince them to give her the rugs that she purchased from there, and just to move on with her life. There's a security guard motioning for you to roll down your window.
Bzzz.
Hi. Yeah, the IKEA's under construction currently. You'll have to come back another time, I think.
Oh, actually, I'm just looking for, I purchased some items on your website, and I know even if the store is probably under construction, I'm sure that you have a center open for deliveries. I would really like to talk to somebody who could give me some more information about where my rugs have gone, because you see, I ordered them several weeks ago, and they still have not arrived, and I can't seem to get a hold of anyone who has any real answers. So could you just help me out and get me someone who can give me some more information?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and call up my boss, but you're just gonna have to wait right there for now, I guess.
Oh, I'm very used to waiting at this point. This has taken way longer than it should have.
You seem not at all passive-aggressive about this at all, huh?
I'm sorry. I ordered them so long ago, and I've been trying so hard, and no one will give me any good answers. I'm a little bit frustrated. I'm sure you understand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be... Yeah, I get it. I lost some really expensive stuff in the mail last year, too.
That's great. Can you talk to somebody for me? Thank you so much.
The Adventurer is moderated by Thalia from SCP Play Podcasts.
Have either of you guys played this Escape from 3008?
Mm-mm.
I have not. I would like to, but I don't have it, and I don't have anyone to play it with.
Sounds like a good context. Stuck in the infinite IKEA.
Sounds like a great environment for a role-playing game.
Oh, yeah.
If I was going to pick one, and it wasn't the, SCP universe as a whole in itself, Infinite IKEA sounds like a great place to find weird shit and weird fucking people. Yeah. I think the back rooms would make a good one, too, for that matter.
Yeah, and the chemistry between the players I've listened to their their introductions. They just released the first actual episode of play, and I haven't listened to it, but I kind of want to tonight, because the chemistry just between Raddagher and Sherm. Did you see the Raddagher roasting Sherm on YouTube?
No.
Yeah, the one that was made by my team, SCPeeps.
Was that your team?
Yeah, the animated one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was made by my team that's making the Offshoot.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they made that.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Ding, ding, ding. New SCP YouTuber alert. Sirius Bacon at Sirius Bacon on YouTube and TikTok. Here's a clip of her latest episode.
Kneeling on the cool floor, she prayed. Pulling the covers back, the lights began to dim. Her star was the only constant. Its blue glow was always a comfort to her and those around her. It heals, is what she was told. Though her room was always void of any other living being, she felt it. She could feel the presence that was always watching, always near. It made her happy.
Sirius Bacon's channel currently has 38 subscribers and 8 videos, so jump over and show some support.
There's a new SCP animated series premiering September 7th. The Offshoot is an animated workplace comedy coming from the creative team known as SCPeeps. Dr. Monica Gray is hired/kidnapped to work for the Foundation and must learn to play along with her new co-workers as they take you on a wild ride through Site-19S, an offshoot of Site-19 specifically designed to house safe class anomalies. Get ready to experience the Foundation like never before. We have the promo lined up here.
Today's my first day at... Well, I'm not exactly sure. The interview process was a little vague. Yeah.
Hey, Nolan, one of those characters reminds me of you.
Oh, so just because me and the character of Dr. Roland Wells are both red-headed, agender pansexuals who despise their jobs and only endure through caffeine, I must be the actor portraying them? Because you're right. Wink, wink.
What? Why did you audibly wink? Like nobody talks like that.
Look, this is an audio medium, Kelsey. What do you expect me to do?
Ask me what's going on in gaming, or are we going to talk about your being redheaded, agender, pansexual who despises your job that you only endure through caffeine?
You know, I would if you asked me more often, okay?
Can you describe
maybe take an interest in my life.
I am trying to! Can you describe for us what it is like being a redheaded, agender, pansexual who despises your job so that you only endure through caffeine?
It's all right.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fine.
You know what? Fine.
You know what?
Fine. I will come over
Here's
there.
my question to you.
Okay.
Question to you.
All right.
What's going on in gaming, Cassie?
SCP JOSIE, formerly known as JOSIE and SCP Story, is in development by Warren Rensley Lindsay in partnership with Affray Interactive. The game puts players in the perspective of Josie the cat, SCP-529, one of the earliest articles on the SCP Foundation Wiki. According to the game's website, playjosie.gg, the game invites you to explore the wondrous and surreal setting of Site-17, a secret facility dedicated to studying all things paranormal. Along the way, you'll use your feline skills to solve puzzles, overcome obstacles, and make new friends. The game will be published under the SCP Games label on Steam and is currently being rebuilt from the ground up by a dedicated team of developers. SCP JOSIE will be a paid game available on PC and potentially consoles. There is no tentative release date or information on beta testing available on the game's website. You can keep up with the news about SCP JOSIE on the game's site, playjosie.gg, and their Twitter, @project_Josie. Nolan, what do you have on the podcast front?
Find Us Alive has made the slate for the 18th annual Podcast People's Choice Awards. Find Us Alive is an original telling of the staff of Foundation Site 107 after the site underwent a massive dimensional shift, trapping all personnel inside SCP-6320. The show is written, directed, and produced by Anna McGuire, aka Raddagher, and can be found at findusalivepodcast.com. Slate voting for the 18th Annual People's Choice Podcast Awards continues through September 14th. Find Us Alive's appearance in the awards is a boost for the SCP community, as it brings the SCP Foundation out of its niche and into the mainstream. Congratulations, Raddagher and the whole team at Find Us Alive. It's great to see you on the big stage. We're happy to hear your hard work and creative talent is being recognized, and we wish you the best in this round of voting.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Raddagher.
That's fantastic. I'm excited. I am excited. So cool.
Yeah, girl
Very
boss.
Cool. Girl bossing.
She should kidnap Sherm to celebrate when she wins.
Nice, yes. Throw him in the
Hell
back of
yeah.
the van. Drive off, yes. I'll help. Hey, it looks like we got a call from our good pal Billith. Let's see what they have while we take a little break.
Thank God I'm starving. I'm gonna go get me some Fat Kid snacks real quick.
That sounds fantastic. That sounds really cool. Now on to our last segment of the evening. Let's do 2 truths and a lie. Here we ask and or physically threaten a wiki author to tell us 2 facts about themselves, along with 1 lie. And you, the audience, get to guess which is the lie. Who's the author this week?
This week we've got MontagueEtc. They're the author of some rather impressive articles such as SCP-6462, The Implicit Door, SCP-6454, The Painting That Ate Paris, Texas, SCP-7376, Cain and Havel, which is a reimagining of Cain and Abel, its sequel, SCP-7354, The Crier Pool, a reimagining of SCP-354, The Red Pool, and SCP-6183, Black Box, the Admonition Intermission they co-authored with Billith. So what do we have?
Number 1, they met Bernie Sanders once in a diner. Number 2, they realized they were genderqueer because of an SCP author's blog post. And number 3, they didn't learn how to drive until they were 24.
Which one's the lie?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I thought it would be rude to ask for the answer, Cassie. Haven't you heard of enjoying the mystery?
We'll drop that on our socials. Leave us a comment and tell us what you think Montague was lying about. We'll see what the survey says next time.
And now, a look at the mail from our lovely listeners. Nolan, what do we got?
You got nothing.
What?
Got nothing. It's the first episode, Cass. Why would you think anyone sent us anything?
I just like to feel special is all.
Help us make the show better and send us your feedback. And if you see something happening in the SCP community that you think we should know about, drop us an email at scpweekly.mail@gmail.com or interact with us on our socials on X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. You'll find all the links in the show notes. And that's all we have for this week. Thank you all so much for joining us in our first episode. Thanks to Billith for the audio clip.
Thanks to Montague for playing silly games with us.
Thanks to our sponsor, Dotto's Discreet Banana Radiation Killie Pill. Remember, banana even better than plutonium.
SCP Weekly is distributed by Smooth Cadence Productions. SCP Weekly is not affiliated with the SCP Foundation Wiki, and as such, the opinions presented in this program are our own and do not necessarily reflect those of the Wiki or its staff. Music's provided by Epidemic Sound. Content relating to the SCP Foundation, including the SCP Foundation logo, is licensed under Creative Commons Sharealike 3.0, and all concepts originate from the SCP Wiki and its authors. This recording, being derived from this content, is hereby also released under CC by SA 3.0. Remember to spay and neuter your pets. Until next time, I'm Kelsey.
I'm Cassie.
And I'm Nolan with a K. And this has been SCP Weekly. See you in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, we've got to have some time to prepare.
Well, yeah, but it's called SCP Weekly.
Well, what do you want to call it? SCP every 2 weekly? We had to change our branding. Fantem worked hard on
Okay.
that.
If we're gonna do this, I would say SCP bi-weekly. You know, get a little thing out there for the queer community in the SCP.
Look, and I don't want, as much as I love our art, I don't want Fantem to have to redo it, but come the fuck on now. Come on now.
Would it be bi-weekly or semi-weekly?
I think it would be bi-weekly.
Semi-weekly, I think
that's
it's just...
right, yeah.
No, semi-weekly is if it's like every 2... If it was like twice a month, you know?
That is twice a month.
So maybe I'm thinking...
That's what this is.
If it was twice a
some
week.
months have 5 weeks, okay? I mean, we're not just gonna, say semi-weekly or semi-monthly, and just say like, oh, we're putting it out twice a month, and then it's like, which is like every 4 weeks a month, and it's 5 months.
And some galaxies have 5 stars, Nolan. Okay, 5. It always comes back to this.
Every galaxy has 5 stars, okay?
That is patently untrue. That is not. Yeah, that is false advertising, and you know it.
Oh, false advertising. Yeah, and what galaxy does not have 5 stars? Tell me right now.
What is the minimum number of stars for a galaxy?
That is a good question, actually.
Yeah. Many more than. You know what? There might be one with 5 stars. Just 5 stars. Who am I to presume to know this great universe of ours? And if it's possible that there's aliens, it's possible for 5 stars or less.
This is Kelsey in the editing booth. We're just going to end it right here with Cassie admitting she's wrong. I don't know why I'm whispering. See you in 2 weeks. Bye.